on to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Haven't said that in a while.
Nope.
No.
Nintendo, somebody found that a new patent. Granted, just because you find a patent doesn't necessarily mean that Nintendo is using this for the next console. But Nintendo does have a patent for a system without a disk drive.
The Nintendo NX?
The NX. Yeah, well, like I said, it doesn't say NX anywhere on it. It's just a patent that they found.
Console.
Just like people respect, I believe Microsoft had a patent before Xbox One was released about an Xbox, the Xbox One wasn't going to have a disk drive. And they got a lot of slack for that. They got a lot of slack for a lot of stuff back then. But, which made me think, and I know a lot of people are for this, and I know a lot of people against this, and I want to kind of know you guys' opinion on this. Are we heading towards a diskless future? Are we heading towards a future where we don't actually have the physical merchandise of like going to a game store and buying a game?
Do you want the long or the quick answer?
I want both.
Quick answer. Yes.
We are. Okay. Now why?
Oh, we're not done?
No.
Yeah, I feel like everything that regarding technology, everything's headed digitally. I mean, think about the last time you bought a CD. Music's basically pretty much... there's still a lot of people that buy vinyl records and stuff just for the sake of having them. But
I only buy physical music when I'm like obsessed with the band or something.
Yeah.
Like 95% of the time, I'm downloading music exclusively.
Right.
I've downloaded more games than I bought recently.
Yeah. And I actually pay for my music.
Yeah,
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of people don't do.
I think we talked about that. I refuse to illegally download music now.
I have never done it.
What if you
did
could
in
illegally
high school,
download games
Big time. You can.
Yep.
People do it.
on PC and
Piracy. The people have modded consoles to do that.
stuff? Wow.
Yeah. It's not right at
Man.
all. But I did a little research for this, and granted, we're normal people. We are in no way affiliated with the game industry in any way whatsoever.
No.
So I could be completely wrong here, but based on my research, I've had a question: is why aren't digital games cheaper than physical games? When I turn on my PlayStation right now and I'm gonna pre-order Black Ops 3, it's $60. When I go to GameStop, I'm gonna pay $60.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
why would I digitally download a game and just have it, taking up my space on my console, and I'd have to re-download it again, as opposed to actually having the physical case, being able to put it on a shelf, being able to take it out and install it at any time. However, I was wondering, why is the digital game the same price, even though it's saving the developer money? It's not having to be printed onto a disc. It's not having to be shipped out, to a store and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what I saw is that they can't burn their bridges with these stores. Because if people start not buying games at Walmart, if people start not buying games at Target, GameStop and stuff,
They won't sell the consoles either.
exactly.
Yep.
And consoles are where, from what I've read, these companies don't really make all their money off the consoles. They're
Right.
trying. That's why the consoles aren't as expensive as they should be. That Sony's actually losing money selling these consoles for $400. So they're really pushing, hoping that people are going to buy games after that. So, they don't want Walmart and GameStop to kind of bite them in the butt if they're selling these games digitally for far cheaper and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I was wondering if you said we are kind of going in that direction, but I wonder if, when GameStop or Walmart's going to not care about it.
Right.
Because it's like, I feel like GameStop has to sell. I mean, that's all they sell. Walmart sells other things. I'm sure they get some of their revenue from gaming, but it's probably a very small percentage. But GameStop, that is 100% of their revenue is video games. So if people just stopped buying actual physical based games because it's, half price or, cheaper on, to digitally download it.
Which
and
is the only way it's ever going to change, is if digital is cheaper than physical.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's going to happen to GameStop? Are they just going to not exist anymore?
Either
Maybe.
that or they're going to switch to an online store.
Yeah, or
Just
is
exclusively.
GameStop going to figure out a way to sell you codes to download the
I've always
game
thought
or
about that.
something,
Like,
or-
I've always thought, like,
I feel like
That happens now. When you go buy Minecraft right now, they give you a box
with, like,
and
the download
with
card
the
in
code in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like shipping might be a problem for
What do you
some
mean?
people with buying like consoles or games online. It's like talking about consoles. If we want just to become a digital age, not that we want it, but if it does, consoles would have to be shipped quicker.
I don't follow you.
Like people want to go in stores and see consoles. So like
Okay.
how like I feel like shipping's the problem with that. If you were gonna buy it online, because I'd rather go to a store and buy it, like looking at it, knowing what it is, rather than just seeing a picture online than ordering it, not knowing if it's gonna be at my house the next day. Even if I
You're
order
talking
next
about like
day.
consoles themselves?
Yeah, just consoles.
Well, I mean, I still don't understand.
Okay, move on. I'll try to word it better.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Jacob.
Yeah.
I'm probably just being really stupid. I'm tired. But granted, I could have just been blibbering out of my butt. I don't. That's what I think. I mean, granted, I don't know all the details and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that it's the box stores that are kind of keeping their foot on the throat of Sony and Microsoft, saying like, hey, like we need to be selling these games,
Yeah.
or else we're not going to sell your consoles and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
That's what I've read. Sorry if I didn't explain that correctly. That's basically the summary of it. But I wanted to know you guys' opinions on if you're fine with just downloading a game, or if you're fine with not actually having it in your hands.
I'm getting to the point where I am fine with it.
You are?
Very slowly. I mean, I don't. That's the thing. I have like a huge collection of PS4 games right now, but like it doesn't like make me think any differently about them. Like, oh, cool. Like the only thing I have to my advantage is like, oh, I can trade them in somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
I think that's a big advantage, though.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
can get rid of it if you don't like it.
Instead of just like them piling up everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. With downloading them. I mean, well, I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, with downloading them, it's like the collections within your system. You don't have like all this clutter. I mean, granted, all mine are organized very nicely. I know yours are too.
Yes.
But and it's also cool to see that as well. I mean, it's one thing to digitally see your collection, but it's a whole other feeling to have this really cool like physical collection of your
Yeah.
games, movies,
Absolutely.
books, music, whatever it might
Yeah.
be.
Even if you have like a shelf of it. just to
Right.
Look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the cool part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is, I feel like I own it. Like it's mine. Like this is my game. Nobody's taking it from me.
There's just something about the internet that makes you feel like you don't completely understand it or own it.
Yeah, it's like I don't own it. Like I downloaded this.
Like it's in this realm that I can't be in, but
Yeah.
I can just look at it.
Like for instance for Steam, like I don't necessarily know how that works. Like if I buy a game and delete it to make space, I still have that game. I can download it whenever. What if Steam just goes away one day?
Right.
That game is forever gone. It's not
Uh-huh.
mine anymore. As opposed to I have a PlayStation, I have a disc. Until this PlayStation just explodes, this disc will stick in it and I can play a game.
Right.
That's it. There's not going to be one day when PSN goes under, when I have like my grandkids over and they're like, Dad, I want to play Call of Duty 26. And we're like, okay, plug it in. And it's like, oh, dang it, the service is down and stuff. We can't have it. It's got the little lock on it and
Yeah.
stuff. That's exactly how, what if Mario did that? Like, oh, man, Mario, it's lost in the cloud forever now. It's
Uh-huh.
like you just sit down, you stick it in, and you play it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want games to, stray from that. It scares me. Like I just like to have my games. I like to hold it. I like to go to GameStop and get it and rip the plastic off and then set it on my shelf because it's mine. I own it. I paid
Yeah.
$60 for that box. I would much rather pay until games are digitally cheaper, which the only reason I buy games is because they are significantly cheaper on digital.
Right.
Battlefield 4, I bought it for $10
Yeah.
because it was $10.
Mm-hmm.
If it was $10 at GameStop, I probably would have gotten in my car and drove to GameStop and bought it just to have the case for $10 more.
Right.
Because it's, like I said, there are so many advantages of having the actual disc. I can delete it from my space. Like, I deleted Battlefield 4 because I haven't played it in a while
Me
and I
too.
need more space. What if I just had an itch to play it tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
I would have to download the entire, 40 gigabytes or
Yeah.
something, as opposed to just me sticking the disc in, waiting, maybe 5 minutes for it to install,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm playing it.
Right.
So I feel like unless you have an absurd amount of space, which people are upgrading their hard drives to terabytes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which I don't do right now because I don't have a need. I have all the discs for my games,
Yeah.
like we've been talking about.
Mhm.
But that's primary. I'm just a big guy that just likes to have stuff. I'm a
Yeah,
big
I
guy.
agree.
I'm
You're a
fat
big
man.
guy.
I'm a fat
I'm a
dude.
big guy.
But I like to post I like to put my collector's editions on the shelf. Like I'm a big I'm into physical things.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not all about this digital stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of it, Garrett Drake.
I understand. You know what I thought would be kind of interesting? I mean, it's probably the stupidest thing you've heard all day. I'm just trying to like create conversation. But what if what if your digital space, instead of saying just like, here's a list of all the games you have, what if you had like this thing where you could like walk in first person into like a digital
like
living
virtual
room
reality.
and like go up to your game shelf and see all the games you digitally own that are like laid out on a shelf, and you could like organize them however
There you go,
you wanted to.
Microsoft.
It's pretty
Do that with
cool.
your Halo lens.
That'd be cool, but like, that'd be cool. That would be.
I mean,
cool.
it could be just something
at
totally
least
silly.
you can see your collection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that'd just be a cool UI
Yeah.
in
Certainly.
general for something.
Uh-huh.
But and granted, I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist. Like they're gonna take the games from you, man. Like one day they're gonna be gone. But and I know, like, if I buy something on PlayStation and it's on my hard drive, I'm gonna have it. I'm thinking about like things like Steam, things that like. Well, granted, even if I delete a game from PlayStation, like how do I know I can always download it again? So it's
Right.
just like it forces you to keep it, as opposed to, like I said, if I delete a game from my PlayStation, I have the disc over there, everything's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just kind of my fear with spending $60 for every game on PlayStation. Like I said, I'll buy a $10 game in a heartbeat on PlayStation,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
in the end, it's like it's $10.
Yeah.
It's not I
I almost think of it as like a mini game or something. Not to take anything away from like indie developers.
Yeah, because I mean, and granted, digital distribution is, for these smaller game developers, that's the only way, and that's the smartest way for them to release these games. Like a game that just came in on PlayStation, everybody's gone to the rapture. I want to play that game really bad, and it's it's only on digital. It's $20. I will totally buy that, and when I beat it, I'll probably delete it to make space.
Right.
So I hope later on down the road, I'll never have to play it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making great points. I mean, I think in certain instances, downloading games is super convenient and works for me great. Like I said, for example, I just bought my Vita today. Very excited to jump into Persona 4 in the morning on the plane is when I'm beginning that game.
Absolutely.
I'm very excited for that, but I'm also, like I said, going to download Shovel Knight on the PS Vita. I feel like that's a phenomenal platform to play that
God, I
game.
wanna play
Oh,
that
dude,
so
I keep
bad.
forgetting about that game that it
Yeah.
exists.
It's on
Speaking
our
of Shovel
backlog.
Knight, yes, it is. Rogue Legacy.
What's
Have
that?
you guys ever heard of that game?
No.
No.
It is it's a 2D platformer where if you die, you start again as like an ancestor of this guy.
Really?
Yeah, so like if you die, you start again as a guy with completely different stats, and that they affect the game and stuff, dude.
That's cool.
You can buy it for PlayStation 4, like a cross buy for PlayStation 4 and Vita for $6
Holy
on
crap.
PlayStation right now, and I did that. It was like $6. Buy it.
Rock on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 20. It was 6. Gonna buy it.
That's
So,
awesome.
But yeah, I can get it on my Vita
Congratulations.
as well. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's essentially that's my view on digitally downloading games. I
Dude,
feel
I
like
agree
until
with
they
you
become
wholeheartedly.
cheaper. Yeah. Thank
Yep.
you.
I like physical
Thank you.
games.
I like rubbing them.
Mm-hmm. Touching them.
Yeah.
I
Sticking
like,
them on my
smelling
I
them.
like looking at them.
Yeah.
You know what does always smell good is when you open a brand new case
Oh,
and
yeah,
that
dude.
disc plastic smell.
Dude, when I
don't think I've ever
get my
sniffed it.
Fallout 4,
I have.
I'm gonna
stroked
sleep.
it.
I'm gonna sleep in that case. I'm gonna smell it all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lay it on your face
Yes.
and just wake up and you have the essence in
Wearing
your
my
face.
Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
Dude, I have an Apple Watch now. I'm probably gonna sell it when Pip-Boy comes out because I won't need the Apple Watch because
Right.
I'll
There you
have
go,
my,
just
I'll have
carry
my
that
phone on my
Pip-Boy
wrist the
around.
entire time with my
Seriously.
Pip-Boy watch.
You know what I was
Please
thinking?
go out in public.
You think
with
there's
that?
a way to
Sure.
like tighten it to like fit your wrist? Like,
I don't know.
is this
I'll
just gonna be
gain
this bulky
weight.
plastic that just like slides up and down your arm?
There'll
That would
probably
be
a
annoying.
strap.
I don't know. We can just gain weight.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you
I
can
eat
do
a
that.
lot.
That or like wrap a towel around your arm and then put it on.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
I'm excited for that because I kept my I just upgraded the 6 Plus iPhone and I have my cracked, destroyed 5C that still works and I'm using
Yeah.
like exclusively for like music now.
Yeah.
But I'm obviously going to download the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy app on it and then use that in my Pip-Boy because it looks cool because it's like cracked and destroyed so it looks
Yeah,
worn and torn.
That's cool. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We both had 5Cs and both destroyed them at work.
Yeah.
Within the same. Was it the same week or
Yeah,
the
well,
week
it-
apart?
Week apart.
Oh, that's
Week
why you
apart.
guys got new phones.
Yeah.
Oh,
we both.
I just wanted to get new stuff.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was up
I
on a
had to.
ladder like probably like I don't. It really wasn't that high, but I dropped my phone in my case and it fell and it hit the ground so hard that the entire case flew off. And like I'll try to describe this to our viewers if you're watching this video. The black rim of the iPhone, you know, like on a 5C, there's like the white back. Well,
Yeah.
the whole black screen popped out of the white and it was hanging by like threads. I was like, ah! So I like ran down the ladder and I just like pressed it back in there and it clicked in and it worked fine. But I think something came loose in there because I dropped it again a few days later and like shards of glass fell out, like thick shards. Like you could see like the organs of the phone and everything. So I was like, yep, time to get a new one.
Yeah, mine was the lamest thing ever. I bought an OtterBox the day, just kind of like I bought an OtterBox for this phone the day that I got it. And I was like, I'm going to keep it in this thing. I'm not going to break my phone. I always break my phone. Like it never fails. I always crack
I think
it.
at some point all of us break. Everyone always breaks their new phone.
It's just
at some
inevitable.
Point. Yeah.
I've gotten out of my. I'm really bad at this. I'll have my phone in my lap, like due to playing music and stuff.
Getting out of the car.
I'll get out of the car and I will launch it across the entire parking lot.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
So I broke my newest 6 Plus, then I got a new one.
Dang. You got a new? I thought you just fixed it.
No, I got
Holy
a new
crap.
one. I mean, I had insurance on it.
Oh,
so
okay.
It was only
Gotcha.
like $100.
Yes,
indeed.
yes.
Indeed.
But, I did that several times with my 5C. Never had a problem. It was fine. I would look at it and I'd be like, dang, this thing is resilient.
Yeah.
And we were sitting down at the end of a work day, just talking to our coworkers, and I got up, like, it was like, what, 3 feet? Like,
not even that, dude.
Yeah.
You were like, it was like your knees were like a foot from the ground because you were sitting so low. It's just like,
yeah. And I got up and it hit perfectly. Everybody knew what had happened. It was just like it was perfect.
Didn't shake, didn't bounce.
Yeah.
It was just like,
If it just lands face flat, you know you messed up.
I know. And I was just like, well, picked it up,
Dang it.
giant crack in it. And I was like, well, this is going in my Pip-Boy.
Yep.
Gotta get a new one. So I didn't get the 6 Plus. I got the 6 purely due to me wanting. This is how big of a Fallout nerd I am. They were like 6 or 6 Plus, and I was like 6 because I have to stick it in my Pip-Boy.
yeah.
Yeah. That's how much of a nerd I am.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There's things to consider. I mean, that's something very
That's a
exciting
life,
to look forward to.
you know, that's a life decision right there, as if my phone can fit in my Pip-Boy.
I don't at all regret ordering that at the time, because I remember we ordered that the night the game was announced, and I kind of, part of me, like, I was super excited, but at the same time I was like, I don't know if I should have done that. I was kind of short on money at the time, but now looking forward, it's like I've seen ads on like Amazon Prime and other places. It's like enter to win a contest to win the Pip-Boy edition from Fallout. It's like they're complete. I'm sure they'll have more orders come out eventually.
I doubt it.
Not at all.
They already Pete Hines,
It's sold out like a
Bethesda
few
dude,
days after
said.
they announced
Dude,
it.
said that's
so
it.
it's like,
we're
holy
done.
crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good feeling.
We're
to
the
know
lucky
that, like,
few.
Yeah, well, that we have one coming. That's awesome.
What about you? Oh, sorry, Jacob.
It's not really something I need,
Yeah,
I can't wait to see that on the shelf.
that makes
man.
you feel better.
I guess.
Yeah, I can't wait to pop that thing.
Dude,
up
I'm
there.
so
Maybe I'll
pumped.
regret it
My
once I play Fallout
Galahad,
4.
my Galahad figure's he's
Galahad.
coming off the shelf. I'm
Yeah.
popping that Pip-Boy up there. But this was episode 24 of the It's Obvious Gaming Podcast, the show where my 2 best friends and I get together every single week to discuss video games, obviously.
Mhm.
Boys, it's been an enjoyable experience here with you tonight.
It most certainly
totes
has been,
agree.
Preston.
Yes. I look forward to putting food inside my stomach and
Ooh.
going off to slumber
Yes.
for
Yes.
our 3 o'clock
Alarm clock.
alarm clock.
Yeah. 3 a.m. alarm clock.
Best of luck to you, gents.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
I'll be
it,
starting
Jacob.
classes this fall on
You
Monday.
excited?
No.
This Monday you're starting?
Yes. Tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh.
you
Yeah.
excited?
No.
You got your book
Really not.
bag
I do.
ready, Jacob?
Yep, my lunchbox.
Aww.
Mommy's taking me to school.
Your lunch
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully no one beats me.
You have
up
your
and
new
takes it.
shoes? Your new school clothes and
Oh,
new
I get
shoes?
New school.
That was
Dude.
always my favorite part of going back to high school and
Yeah.
stuff. My mom would be like, I'll buy you new shoes and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
sweet.
I remember in 3rd grade, I remember what I wore my first day of school. I was so excited. You remember those pants that you could zip into pants and then zip into shorts?
Yes.
They were
Yeah.
both?
Yes.
Okay, I had a green
I
pair of
still,
those.
still see people wear those
Are you
sometimes.
serious?
Yeah. It's usually guys
I
in
always
like their
put those,
40s
Are
or
they
like they're
guys-
they have like balding and they have like the hair on the side of their heads.
Wearing
They have,
fedora.
they're either a fedora or Crocs or something. So they're the kind of guys that would be like, these are functional. Why would you not wear them?
Yes, these are functional.
Yeah, these are functional.
I had that. I had an orange shirt. So I had green pants, an orange shirt with like a dragon on it, and it was like
Yeah.
tie-dye orangey.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then I had blue, like super neon blue, shiny blue Nike shoes, and they didn't
Nice.
have
Velcro.
no, they weren't Velcro. They were
Oh yeah.
they were zipper. There was a zipper up the front. There was a-
Oh yeah, I remember those zippers.
Yeah. So I had an orange shirt, green shorts, and blue shoes.
Dude.
So I was rocking it for sure.
Nice.
I will never forget that because I even thought I was like, oh, these 3 colors it just look so good together. I remember thinking that.
Everyone was so jealous. I bet.
I bet.
Dude, I told you when I was like in 8th grade still, or like a freshman in high school, I was still very shy. I'm still like a pretty quiet person when I'm around people I don't know very well. I'm not like shy to the point where like someone talks to me, I'm like, like I'm not that shy. But when I was in middle school, I didn't talk hardly at all to anyone unless it was my own friends. And there's 2 funny stories I have to tell about clothing. The first one I'll say is I didn't realize that getting new shoes and like clothes and stuff for like each new school year like became uncool the older you got. And I remember like my first day of freshman year, 8th grade or something, I had like brand new shoes on and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm looking fresh. And I pulled up to school, and like the first thing someone says to me is like, oh, did your mom get you some new shoes for the school year? And I was like, no. It's like didn't know what to say. No. But you remember Sean Bobo?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was in PE. This is, like, so funny to me, looking back on this.
Story.
Yeah, he's hilarious. But we were sitting in PE, and, like, they're doing roll call, and he's, like, sitting, like, 15 feet away. And, like, we're in rows sitting crisscross applesauce. You know how they take roll in PE? Well, I'm in row, and, like, 3 rows over. I mean, he's, like, 25 feet away from me, like, all the way over, like, way over here. And I'm just sitting there minding my own business. I still have these shorts that are white NBA shorts. And, Sean Bobo, I can just hear him from a distance. He's like, hey. I like look over at him. He's like, you think you're cool in your white shorts? And I was just like, and I didn't know how to react because I was so shy. I was just like, I just kind of looked at him. I was like, no. It was like, nowadays I'd be like, hell's yeah, or something. But like, I was just like, no. And he just sat there looking at me. It was hilarious. Looking back on that, that's like so funny to me.
That's so hilarious.
Funny.
But yeah, good times.
Oh man, I was too asleep during school for people to say mean things to me.
High school was so fun.
Yeah, it was good times.
My high school sucked.
Dude, it was fun for us because we had a lot of classes together, and it was just a blast in high school.
I went to like a huge drug school, and all my friends were like, smoke weed and stuff, and I was like, I don't do that crap. So I just slept in class.
Slept, listened to Stand Up and Scream by Asking Alexandria, and played Call of Duty.
Yeah. Basically.
And Fallout 3.
That was my life. Yeah, that was it. But yeah, I already gave the outro. We kept going.
Yeah, I always forget to say something we should start doing is at the end of every topic, be like, hey, tell us what you think about this, this, and this, because then like we're already at the end of the week. This video should be out on Friday, like we plan. Always something technical has to go wrong. We'll see what happens. But
Friday or Saturday.
What did you say about technology today? It's like a living being.
It's like a living being. It's like I don't. If you guys have noticed, I mean, any followers that we have that actually routinely watch our videos every week. First of all, thank you for that, because I know it's one thing to say like it means so much to us. We could totally just fake saying that, but we genuinely mean that from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for supporting our channel.
Thank you.
Any comments, any times you liked our page, your subscription, anything in any way, shape, or form you supported us, we literally greatly appreciate it more than you can ever imagine. But if you ever notice that, like, we'll have like one video on Monday and then like Saturday, like 3 will come out at one time. It's because I swear to you, we have the passion, the heart, and the drive to put out 5 videos a week, but either my computer will break, the Wi-Fi will be so bad it'll take like 300 hours, literally 300 hours to upload at a hotel. And today, for example, all weekend, Black Ops 3 beta, we couldn't film because we were all different schedules, but we were like, all right, we'll film it Sunday. We're all going to come to my house and like get on and like film, blah, blah, blah. And of course, all weekend ran smoothly, and we're all like, yeah, this kicks ass. And we get on today, and it's like so laggy, you would not even imagine. I'm telling you, like, there's a living being of technology. I've always said that I hate technology, and that like we think we've progressed in technology so much, but we're really still living in the Stone Age because nothing ever works the way it's supposed to. But it's like, of course, the one night with the limited time we have to film, it just lags so bad that we can't. Hopefully this week you've seen us play Call of Duty. We're going to try it before we go to bed tonight. If it doesn't work, so sorry. At least you have our impressions. But like I was going to say, let us know what if you played the Black Ops 3 beta, let us know what you think, because we definitely want to hear your opinions as well. Maybe things we forgot to mention, maybe things we haven't even experienced ourselves.
Yeah.
Same thing with the shooters. If you're a fan of shooters, tell us which one you're most interested in playing. If you had to pick one, let us know. And the digital age, let us know what you think about that as well, because we like your opinions as well, because it's not just a discussion between the 3 of us, it's a discussion between the 3 of us and any followers we have out there. So join in on the conversation, and let's make this a big party.
I feel like it's even more exciting talking to people we don't even know about these topics.
Seriously, dude, whether it be, like we said, in the links in the description, we have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we have our YouTube channel. Hopefully one day we'll expand this podcast onto various other mediums, but until then, connect with us through all those things. But as Preston said, thank you for joining us on the It's Obvious podcast.
Like Garrett said, very much appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next week.
Certainly. Have a good one.
Mic drop.
Just throw our mics off the table. But yeah, catch you guys later.
Bye.